Hello, readers, listeners, viewers, all the things. It's Nathan Marchand here for book 12, I guess that works, of Bookvent. Go back and watch the first couple episodes to see what this is all about. But I gotta tell you, oh my gosh, today's offering is hefty. Oh my gosh. Pose for the thumbnail. Okay. Like I said, it's a hefty boy. This is definitely a hardback book, a very hardback book. All right. And I hope I got this correctly because that's actually an exclamation point next to a 2. So I'm assuming this is supposed to be 12. I've already gotten one bit of it mixed up. So, I thought 15 was actually 5. So 5 is being opened on 15. All right. Okay. What is today's clue? Start practicing right now. Practicing what? Practicing what? I'm going to take a wild guess and say that this is something that is somehow ballroom dance related because that's one of the things I do in my spare times. One of my hobbies, that and bumping the microphone. All right. What? I can't tell what it is quite yet because I don't see it. What? Oh my gosh, I was very wrong. I was very, very wrong. But this is absolutely hilarious. Freaking hilarious. Oh my. Japanese sword fight. I kind of love it. Oh my gosh. Who's the author? Masaki Hatsumi. This is great. This is so great. $35. I doubt it was $35. I've been told that nothing here costs that much. Okay, Kodansha International. That's some nice photography there. Cool picture on the back, too. Let's see, when was this published? Translated by Bruce Appleby and Doug Wilson. What? Say what? Is that the Doug Wilson I'm thinking of? That'd be interesting. But, wow, so it's an actual Japanese book? Let me see, 2005. Wow. Regarding the secret of Bushido. Yeah. Kenpo, looking at the chapter titles right now. Kenpo and Budo, the essence of Japanese swordsmanship. That's chapter 2. Chapter 3, the practice of Budo. And then, okay, so it's just 3 really big chapters. Oh, there's some really cool pictures in this of some samurai. It looks like it's modern day guys dressed as samurai. Oh my gosh, what is this? There we go. All these pictures. Man. The true understanding of real Budoka. This is going to be a fun read. This might actually be kind of relevant to my podcast. Speaking of which, because you knew this was coming. You knew this was coming because one of my spiritual gifts is shameless self-promotion. Of course. So since I mentioned that, let's start there. My flagship podcast, the Monster Island Film Vault, a podcast seeking entertainment and enlightenment through tokusatsu. And spend a lot of time talking about Japanese films on here, obviously. Even though this season has been all about international monster movies. So, on the verge of celebrating episode 100. And then the other one that it might be relevant for is Henshin Power V3, where 3 friends have 3 minutes to talk about tokusatsu. I co-host this with Christopher Reiner and Jake Hambrick. And as you can tell, our latest episode is about Ultraman, a Japanese superhero show from 1966. We talk about episodes 20 to 29. And then, if you enjoy books and all of that, definitely check out my author website, nathanjsmarchand.com, where you can learn more about everything that I write, most especially my books like Pandora's Box, Military Sci-Fi. Speaking of monsters, a co-authored book here with Natasha Hayden, Timothy Deal, and actually Nick Hayden as well, if you get the newer edition of it. Destroyer. Short story collection I contributed to with several friends the day after. An ongoing but on hiatus fantasy serial with Children of the Wells, my first short story collection right here, Worlds of Nathan Marchand. I plan on publishing a second. And anthologies I've contributed to, like Missing Pieces. The 42 book series, which are devotional books for geeks and nerds. I co-authored those with Eric Anderson of Nerd Chapel. Ninjas and Talking Trees, which is a fantasy comedy. I hope to turn that into a new series. I'm probably going to do a second edition of this with a new cover and probably revise the text a bit. In retrospect, I've been a little disappointed with how that one turned out. But hey, I won't stop you from buying it now. More of the 42 books and Zorzum and the God Who Devours. If you like sword and sorcery, like Conan, you'll get a kick out of that. And then the most relevant one for you right now, A Time for Everything, an anthology I contributed to. That's all short stories time travel short stories, based on Ecclesiastes 3. Mine is called A Time to Dance, obviously inspired by, I mentioned it earlier, my time as a ballroom dancer. This is currently on sale, so go on Amazon right now, get that 2-day shipping. You can get copies in time for Christmas. All right, so there you go. So do all those YouTube cliches, like, subscribe, punch, kiss, tickle, whatever, that subscribe and like button. And if you'll excuse me, I gotta go get that replica katana I have from a friend's wedding to start practicing.